I welcome you all for the second lecture on research methodology. In last lecture, we started with Unit 1, which is research fundamentals. I told you why most of the research scholars are not able to publish their data in Journal of International Repute. I told you nine important reasons, and I also no, we did not explain. We did not discuss what are the parameters of Journal of International Repute. That I will be discussing. That I will be telling you in due course of time. But this particular slide I mentioned the probable, prominent reasons why the research scholars are not able to publish their data in Journal of International Repute. And then I told you like how the change is inevitable, like what kind of change, what should be our approach, how the research, whatever research we will be doing in PhD, how that is going to be similar to the day-to-day activities which we will be carrying out, and how the research approach is going to be very important to make our life very impactful and very meaningful. And then I told you what could be like in order to have a good career, what should we do and what we should not do, right? The importance of happiness, satisfaction, and how can we have the lifelong association with the career which we are going to choose, and how that is going to provide us happiness and satisfaction in our life. And then I told you in order to achieve the excellence in any career, what kind of features you, what should be your, what are the attributes of good research scholar or good student. And then what you should have, you should be good in, as I mentioned earlier, the six important parameters, right? And then I told you about what basically the research is, and then why people are doing research. This also we have discussed, and what kind of enhancement we are going to have after completion of research. And if you don't find any enhancement, obviously you are not going to earn any respect from the society. I told you that if you really want to earn respect from the society, what should be our approach, what kind of enhancement in our day-to-day activity, what kind of enhancement in your personality you should have, so that it would be reflected in our day-to-day activity whenever you will be dealing with the people. Today we will discuss, and I'm going to tell you more about the research, like the characteristics of research to begin with. First of all, I will tell you this particular, I will explain this slide by keeping the research, typical research in focus, right? So there are seven very important characteristics of research. Empirical research has to be empirical, logical, cyclical, analytical, critical, methodical, and replicable. Now, what do you mean by empirical? Empirical means, like like research is based on direct experience or observation by the researcher. It means that unless you have uh, earned that experience on your own, or on your, like, either by doing the experiment or by observing the phenomena, right? So if you don't do this, research can never be considered as empirical. It means that if you really want to be a part of research, if you really want to do research, you need to have your own experience. You should not, you should not have your own conclusion based on somebody else experiment. Like for example, somebody else is doing experiment and you will be doing that, you will be making use of those observations for your own conclusion, then it is not going to serve the purpose. This is true in our day-to-day life as well. Like if you really want to be impactful person, if you, as I mentioned earlier, if you really want to be a very popular person, very, I mean if you want that your personality should be like that, that everybody should like you, then what you need to do, you need to be highly responsive, you need to be very practical, you need to have very practical approach. And you can have that practical approach only when, if you are taking, every experience on your own, if you are observing all the phenomena happening, whatever phenomenon which will be happening, if you are observing on your own and if you are having your own conclusion, then only you will be, truly speaking, you will have very impactful personality, or your life will be really meaningful. In fact, what is happening nowadays, you can see like when like during your BSc, maybe first year, second year, third year, there are students like जब आप लोग practical करते हो, तो what happens here actually, there will be group of students working in the laboratory, and because usually we cannot, any institution, they cannot afford to provide each and every equipment. If like there are 20 students in the batch, we cannot provide 20 different instruments for each and every student. So what usually we do, we usually form the groups, and there would be like group of 5 to 6 students that they will be doing one particular experiment. Now whenever there would be a group of 5 to 6 students, we always, like, this is what I observed during last 32 years of my experience, that there would be either 1 or 2 students every time he will be coming forward and he will be doing experiment on his own, only 1 or 2 students. And most of the students, they will like to they will like to be observer. Truly speaking, unless you do experiment on your own, you're not going to earn, because you see, like, whenever you will be doing experiment, you are going to understand, like, the minute details, pitfalls of those experiment. And moreover, like, whatever failure you will be having, those failure can be realized only when, if you are doing experiment on your own. And but what happens usually, whenever we will be having group of students, 2 3 students, they will be always behind, and they will be happy with that approach. If you are having that kind of approach, जैसे मैंने बताया था कि 5 6 ग्रुप के स्टूडेंट में अगर कोई स्टूडेंट खुद अपने आप अगर एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं करेंगे, तो they are not going to earn any knowledge, they are not going to gain any knowledge, right? and and moreover, जैसे कि मैं ऑब्जर्वेशन की बात कर रहा हूँ कि whenever you will be going to the, particularly in the research laboratory, nobody is going to allow you to use sophisticated equipment right from first day. So they will be like, your PhD advisor will be asking you to observe senior research scholar, right? And whenever you will be advised to observe senior research scholar, you need to be very serious. You need to be very sincere, right? You need to see like how the experiment are being carried out, how the experimental conditions are being set up. What are the experimental conditions, and how that experiment is being carried out by that particular student, research scholar. So that kind of observation need to be there. So whenever we are talking about empirical feature of research, the empirical feature is very much needed even in laboratory as well as in our day-to-day life. The second characteristic is logical. Research is always logical. What is mean by logical? Research is based on valid procedures and principles. Okay, research is based on valid procedures and principle. It means like whatever valid procedures are laid down by the senior research scholar or your PhD advisor, you need to follow those research valid procedure. वहां पर आप कोई शॉर्टकट अडॉप्ट नहीं कर सकते. बट व्हाट वी हैव सीन लाइक इन अवर डे टू डे लाइफ आल्सो, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, कोई जो प्रिंसिपल है उसको कभी कभी फॉलो ही नहीं करते. हम क्या कोशिश करने हम क्या करने की कोशिश करते हैं कि we always try to find out the shortcut. And if you are every time opting for shortcut, I'm sure you are not going to end up with the success. At the end of the day, जैसे मैंने बताया था कि हम जो भी कर, आई मीन डे टू डे एक्टिविटी जो भी हमारी होती है, तो वी एक्सपेक्ट दैट वट एवर एक्टिविटी विल बी डूइंग, वी नीड टू गेट सक्सेस आउट ऑफ दैट, राइट? हम फेलियर होने के लिए कोई भी डेट, छोटी से छोटी एक्टिविटी भी जब हम शुरुआत करते हैं दिन में, वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू दैट एक्टिविटी फॉर गेटिंग फेलियर, राइट? So if you are using valid procedures and principle, then only it's going to be logical, and you need to be very logical. जैसे कि बहुत बार हम कहते हैं कि यार ये बंदा लॉजिकल नहीं है, राइट? लॉजिकल बातें करता नहीं है, बड़ा रैंडम है, बड़ा अब्रड बातें करता है, राइट? So if you really want you to be recognized by the society, you need to be logical. Same thing is true with research. Third characteristic is cyclical. Research is cyclical process because it starts with the problem and ends with the problem. समझ लेना कि रिसर्च में whenever you, because you see identification of problem, research start with identifying problem. रिसर्च शुरुआती प्रॉब्लम होता है कि शुरुआती होती है रिसर्च की कि वहां हमें प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करना होता है. द सेम थिंग इज ट्रू विद योर डे टू डे लाइफ एज वेल. इफ यू रियली वांट टू मेक योर डे काउंट, राइट? आपको अगर मान लो घर से निकले हो, अगर आपको लगता है कि जब आप घर से मतलब बाहर से जब घर लौटेंगे तब आपको लगता है कि यू वांट टू रिटर्न बैक to the home with happy face, then in that case you need to understand what kind of problem you are going to resolve today. Problem doesn't mean that मतलब problem का ये मतलब ये नहीं कि कोई difficult task हो, no, like whatever task you will be doing, that is the kind of problem you would like to resolve, right? So you need to understand that today this is the problem I would like to resolve, right? And most importantly, the moment you resolve the problem, at the same time you are going to have another problem. जब हम किसी का सॉल्यूशन हमारे पास होता है किसी प्रॉब्लम का, उसी समय हमें वो सॉल्यूशन में नया प्रॉब्लम भी दिखना चाहिए. Like if you are having that kind of strategies, then only you are on the right track. Otherwise something is wrong with your approach or your strategy. So this is the cyclic feature of research. Fourth one is analytical. Research is always analytical. What does it mean by what is the meaning of analytical? Research utilizes proven analytical procedure in gathering data, whether historical, descriptive, experimental, and case study. मतलब आप जब रिसर्च करोगे तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, जो भी प्रूवन एनालिटिकल प्रोसीजर होगे, you need to follow that proven analytical procedure to gather the data. Like for example, you are conducting one experiment, right? And you expect that your graph should be straight line. Whatever parameter you have on x-axis, because the x-axis parameter you will be applying, and on y-axis parameter what you will be observing through your experiment, right? And you know that it should be straight line. But unfortunately, if you are not getting straight line, if you are not getting data which is going to provide you straight line, then what you are going to do, you should not deviate the procedure, right? If you are using proven procedure to do that experiment, and in spite of that if you are not able to get the correct data or valid data, you need to understand that something is wrong with your experiment, or something is wrong with your experimental condition. You need to go back and change your experimental uh, conditions. Okay, so this is what it is very important in analytical approach. Same thing is true in our day to day life as well. क्योंकि हम कोई भी चीज हम करने को जाते हैं, whatever you will be doing, you need to use a valid proven you need to utilize the proven analytical procedure का मतलब क्या है कि जब भी आप डे टू डे एक्टिविटी में जो भी कोई कुछ काम करने जाते हो, तो जो वैलिड प्रोसीजर होंगे उसी को आपको फॉलो करना है. जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल आपको आपके टीचर्स ने बताया कि आपको जैसे कि मान लो मैंने मेरे स्टूडेंट को बताया कि भाई यू नीड टू गो टू द अवरंगपुरा एंड कलेक्ट बुक्स फॉर मी, राइट? और मैंने बताया आपको कि भाई आपको जब देखिए, इफ यू वांट टू गो टू अवरंगपुरा एटलीस्ट बाय एनी मींस, by any vehicle, it will take like at least 15 to 20 minutes to reach there, around 15 minutes on an average. So 15 to 20 minutes to reach there, another 15 to 20 minutes to come back, and maybe another 15 minutes to buy that particular item which you have been asked to do, right? तो आपको जो बताया गया है कि ये आपको परचेस करना है, उसके लिए 15 मिनट, राइट? सो ऑलमोस्ट लाइक इट विल टेक अराउंड 45 to 1 hour, राइट? अराउंड 45 to 1 hour. लेकिन अगर आपको कहा जाता है कि भाई यू नीड टू कम बैक विद इन 15 मिनट, आपको बताया जाता है कि भाई आपको 15 मिनट में वहां से लौटना है, राइट? मतलब जो आप वहां पर पहुंचना है, आपको वापस आना है, जो परचेस करना है, दिस एंटायर प्रोसीजर हैज टू बी कंप्लीटेड विद इन 15 मिनट. अगर किसी ने आपको कहा, तो आप क्या करोगे? आप मतलब आप कुछ ऐसा करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि जो पॉसिबल नहीं होगा. मतलब आपको बताया गया औरंगपुरा जाने के लिए, आप जाएंगे बेगमपुरा, और वहां से बताया गया कुछ और लाने के लिए कुछ और लेकर आएंगे, राइट? So if you are not using the valid procedures, then what will happen? You are not going to end up with the right destination. So that need to be very important. Then critical. The another characteristics of research is critical. Research exhibit careful and precise judgment. This is very important. Like whatever the conclusion you will be drawing out of out of your observation, out of your experiment, that need a very careful and precise approach. Because if you are not careful, if you are careless, and if you, for example, you have recorded data, right? You have been advised to record at least 100, minimum 100 points to plot the data, right? And if you are observing, or if you are recording only 50 points, what will happen? You are not going to end up with the expected nature of the graph. or you are not going to get the correct amount of information, correct data from that experiment. Similarly, you need to be like, if you, for example, जब हम experimental condition जब set करने की बात आती है, you need to be very precise. मान लो जैसे केमिस्ट्री लैब में आप काम कर रहे हो और आपको बताया गया कि 0.1 मिलीमोलर ऑफ that particular analyte you have to take, 0.1 millimolar. So if you are debating for, let us say, for 0.1 millimolar of one particular chemical required 2 microliter of that particular liquid, 2 microliter. And if you are, because 2 microliter is very, very small amount, right? If you are deviating from 2 microliter to 3 microliter, only deviation of one number, one digit, that will lead to a substantial change in the concentration of that particular liquid in the entire solution, right? So that is very, very important. You need to be very precise. If you are not precise, if you are not careful, obviously you will not be able to get the exact information from research. So research is very critical. तो आप केयरलेस अप्रोच रह के आपको नहीं चलेगा. हमारे लाइफ में भी तो वैसा ही है, क्योंकि आप जब भी देखिए, आप देखते हैं लोग, जो लोग केयरलेस होते हैं, जो प्रिसाइज नहीं होते किसी भी काम में, वो कभी भी सोसाइटी में कोई इंपॉर्टेंस या कोई मतलब रेस्पेक्ट अर्न नहीं कर सकते. हम कभी भी हम देखते हैं कि यार ये बंदा बड़ा केयरलेस है, ये बिल्कुल प्रिसाइज काम तो कभी करता ही नहीं. या तो कुछ लोग होते हैं कि जो हम कहते हैं कि हाँ, इनको अगर कुछ कहे हम, तो ही इज गोइंग टू एंड अप विद वेरी वेरी करेक्ट रिजल्ट, राइट. हम कहते हैं ये गलत काम कर ही नहीं सकता, ये बिल्कुल सही करेगा, ये फेलियर होगा ही नहीं, बिकॉज वी नो लाइक ही हैज गॉट वेरी careful and precise judgment. Third, next one is methodical. Research is conducted in methodical manner without biases, using systematic methods and procedure. So you should not have any bias. As far as research is concerned, you should not have any bias. Bias का मतलब क्या होता है कि जैसे मैंने कहा आपको कि you are expecting, जब हम research में experiment करते हैं, तो we know that what kind of graph we are expecting, right? And while doing experiment, if you come to know that you are getting something else. Okay, so what usually the researcher do, many researchers, they will deviate, they will change some parameter. So this is biasing. You should not change those parameters, because by keeping same parameter, you need to get that kind of nature of the graph. If you are not able to get that kind of the expected nature, it means something is wrong with your own experimentation. You need to look into your procedure very seriously. If you don't do that, you are going to end up with again frustration. हमारे लाइफ में भी तो वैसे ही होता है कि जो प्रॉपर मेथड्स है वो अगर हम नहीं करेंगे, बायस रखेंगे किसी के, जैसे कि मान लो कोई आप फ्रेंडशिप की बात करते हैं, आप जब आपके फ्रेंड के साथ बिहेव करने जब आप रहोगे, तो इफ यू आर बायस्ड, बायस का मतलब क्या होता है कि आप उसके तरफ देखते समय आप अगर एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे इसने ऐसा ही बिहेव करना चाहिए, इट मींस यू आर बायसिंग. डोंट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम योर फेलो फ्रेंड, क्योंकि वो तो एक इंडिपेंडेंट पर्सनालिटी है, वो अपने तरीके से रहेगा या रहेगी, एंड देन ही और शी विल बी रिस्पोंडिंग बेस्ड ऑन हर और हिज ओन पर्सनालिटी. इफ यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग समथिंग, इफ यू आर पुटिंग दैट बायस, मतलब आपको लगेगा कि नहीं ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, तो क्या होगा कि you will not be able to have the friendship for longer duration of time. So this is how the research and how this is how research is how I mean important. And then अपने जो डे टू डे लाइफ की जब मैं कंपैरिजन कर रहा हूँ, हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ में भी ये अप्रोच बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. लास्ट वन इज रिप्लिकेबिलिटी, मतलब रिप्लिकेबल होना चाहिए. जैसे कि हम अगर मान लो, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि एक्सपेरिमेंट लाइक इन वन शॉट एक्सपेरिमेंट, लेट अस से you did one experiment. This is very very, I mean, very much true as far as research is concerned. While masters and bachelor study, one shot experiment, you got the result, you can be happy person. But in research, if you are working in the laboratory and today you got result, what you need to do, you need to repeat the same experiment tomorrow and see whether you are going to have the same result or not. If you are not able to get the same result, it means something is wrong, because one shot experiment can never be good in the research, right? क्योंकि जब आप conclusion निकालते हो, तो that conclusion is going to be, because society is going to look into you, right? रिसर्च कोई मतलब आम डिग्री नहीं है. जैसे पीएचडी की बात मैं कर रहा था, दिस इज नॉट अ वेरी कॉमन डिग्री, बिकॉज इज डॉक्टर ऑफ फिलोसफी. व्हेनेवर यू आर कॉलिंग एज अ डॉक्टर ऑफ फिलोसफी, इट मींस दैट you need to have very rigorous and very very structured approach, right? एंड जब आप कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हो, एंड देन सेकंड डे जब आप करोगे और वहां पर जब आपको सेम रिजल्ट नहीं आएंगे, एंड स्टिल if you believe that you were on the right track, it means that something is wrong with your approach. आप अगर ऐसा करोगे तो again जब क्वालिटी रिसर्च की बात जो मैं करता हूँ, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन। हमारे लाइफ में भी वैसा ही है कि जैसे कि मान लो आप कंसिस्टेंट, जैसे कि बहुत बार लिखा जाता है कि कंसिस्टेंट पर स्टूडेंट हैविंग कंसिस्टेंट परफॉर्मेंस राइट फ्रॉम द 10 क्लास ऑनवर्ड्स विल बी प्रिफर्ड। ये जो कहा जाता है ना, उसका रीजन ये है कि लाइक जैसे कि मान लो 10th में आपको डिस्टिंक्शन मिला है, 12th में you got 50%, again in your graduation you got distinction. So if you are having up and downs in your life, it means like something is wrong with you, समथिंग इज रॉन्ग विद, बिकॉज कभी कभी हो सकता है, मतलब कभी मान लो आप 5 साल का रिकॉर्ड आपका देखोगे एंड इफ यू आर हैविंग डाउन इन वन ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन, not good performance, if you don't have good performance in one of the examination, then fine. But like if you are having a lot of up and downs in your performances, then people will be raising doubt. आपका अगर 50% है throughout consistently, still people will be happy that okay, consistently that this fellow is scoring 50%. But if you are not scoring, if you don't have a consistent score in your examination, it means कुछ तो wrong है, मतलब आपका approach सही नहीं है, right? Research is also same thing. Like जैसे मैंने बताया ना कि रिसर्च में जब आप कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हो तो आपको रिप्लिकेबल रिजल्ट्स आने चाहिए। हमारे लाइफ में भी वैसा ही है कि जो भी हम कुछ करते हैं उसका replicable results आनी चाहिए। So whatever characteristics, 7 characteristics I mentioned here, the same characteristics are applicable for our day-to-day activity as well. And if you are following this, if you start believing this those features, then obviously you are going to be a happy person and you are going to make the people happy, those who are around you. Then we will discuss like what makes people to undertake research. मतलब लोग research करते क्यों हैं? What are the probable reasons? Okay, so let me tell you 5 to 6. I mean, there are a number of reasons, but let me tell you 5 to 6. Like number 1 is desire to get research degree along with its consequence and benefits. मतलब इसके जो भी benefits होंगे, for example आपको job मिलना है, job में हो आपको promotion कर चाहिए, for that purpose you are doing research. Desire to face the challenges in solving unsolved problem. कुछ लोग होते हैं कि उनको लगता है कि whatever problem, like I'm doing research in physics, फिजिक्स में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, राइट? तो मुझे वो प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व करना है। जैसे कि आपको पता होगा कि वी स्टार्टेड विद डेवलपमेंट ऑफ क्वांटम मैकेनिक्स। देयर आर सम इश्यूज, देयर आर सम limitations of quantum classical mechanics rather, like some phenomena, classical mechanics is not going to be I mean the concept of classical mechanics are not going to be adequate to the explain some of the phenomenon. As a result of that, people come up with new mechanics, and which is called as quantum mechanics, right? So this is what you call as solving some unresolved issues. Like whatever issues are there, there are some people they will like to have that kind of challenges, right? There are some people they would like to get intellectual joy of doing some creative work. कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि like I would like to be part of some creativity, right? I would like to do some creative work, and as a result of that, whatever, that is why we call it as intellectual joy. उससे जो खुशी मिलेंगी उस खुशी को हम कहते हैं intellectual joy. So there are some people who would like to be always creative in nature, and then those people I mean would like to do the PhD. Desire to get service to the society. मतलब कुछ लोग होते हैं कि no, because they don't want academic enrichment, but they want that whatever research I will be doing, that research should be useful for the society. मतलब हमारे जो समाज है वहाँ के कुछ इश्यूज हैं, वो इश्यूज को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए मैं पीएचडी करना चाहता हूँ। एंड कुछ लोग होते हैं टू गेट द रिस्पेक्टेबिलिटी। जैसे कि मैंने कहा आपको कि डिग्री कैन नेवर गिव यू रिस्पेक्ट, राइट? खाली डिग्री से हमें सोसाइटी में कभी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं होता, लेकिन जैसे मैंने कहा था कि आप अगर मैंने एग्जांपल फेस टू फेस लेक्चर देते समय एग्जांपल भी दिया था कि इफ यू आर कंपेयरिंग टू टीचर्स, one is having PhD, other is having don't have PhD. If you are having if you could not see any substantial change in the approach of both the teachers, then आपको मतलब आपको लगेगा कि क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, क्या what is the use of having PhD? जैसे कि पढ़ाने का the way in which the delivery is being made, right? The concept, the conceptual understanding of the teacher, the maturity of the teacher, like ये अगर कुछ भी रिफ्लेक्ट अगर पीएचडी के बाद भी नहीं होता, वैसे ही हम स्टूडेंट की बात करते हैं कि आफ्टर लाइक whenever you are going for PhD, you need to understand like where do you stand, मतलब आप कहाँ पर हो, आपके आपके पास क्या है. That is why I said, मैंने आपको एक एक्सरसाइज दी थी, मैंने बताया था कि wherever you will be starting your new mission could be like, जैसे कि आपने MSc में आपने enrollment हुआ and then you started, right? So this is kind of new initiative in your life, right? तो आपको देखना है कि before enrollment or just after enrollment, where do I stand? What are the, in terms of knowledge, in terms of subject knowledge, in terms of, uh, like overall skills, right? Where do I stand today, right? And then after completion of MSc, मुझे देखना पड़ेगा कि इसमें कुछ enrichment मैं कर पाया हूँ या नहीं. Like if you are not able to enrich yourself even after spending 2 years of your masters, then it means something is wrong, right? मतलब कहाँ पर गलती हुई आपको देखना पड़ेगा, whether it was wrong with you or wrong with teachers or with the process, आपको देखना पड़ेगा, right? तो ये जो मैं बता रहा हूँ कि वैसे ही आप जब PhD करने जाओगे तो आपको पता करना पड़ेगा, पहले अपने आप को समझना पड़ेगा कि what kind of deficiency you have. Deficiency means आपको क्या नहीं, क्या पता नहीं है, what you don't know, that you need to understand, and then you need to, that's why I said like you need to start writing down questions कि क्या मुझे पता करना है, right? What I what I will be what I will be looking for from this course, from the teachers and everybody, right? So that during the entire year or during that duration, you will be always searching answer to those questions which you have raised right in the beginning. That is very important, right? तो ये आप अगर करते हो तो after getting that degree, people will see some kind of transformation in your personality. वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन अगर आपके पर्सनालिटी में अगर नहीं देख पाए पीपल, लोग, तो क्या होगा ना, यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द रेस्पेक्ट. सो देयर आर सम पीपल, दे वांट टू गेट द रेस्पेक्ट फ्रॉम द सोसाइटी, एंड दैट इज व्हाई they would like to join the PhD. So apart from that, there are many reasons, मतलब ऐसे these are prominent reason जो मैंने बताया कि एक 4-5 prominent reason मैंने यहाँ पर डिस्कस किए, but there are many people, they have n number of different reasons for joining PhD or doing research. Now what are the importance of research? Whether एक बात आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि you see like जैसे मैंने पहले बताया कि यहाँ पर एक स्टेटमेंट हमने किया था, yes, India's future is evolving into knowledge society. If you do not find solution, nobody would like to do it for you. If you do not find solution, nobody would like to do it for you, right? And most importantly, the foundation of great civilization is innovation. तो जब तक हम इनोवेशन नहीं करते रहेंगे तब तक हम आगे बढ़ ही नहीं सकते. तो रिसर्च का इंपॉर्टेंस क्या है? It's going to provide us tools for building knowledge and efficient learning. You see, this is very important. Like research, जैसे मैंने पहले से बताया, but मैं right from first day, I'm trying to tell you that research doesn't mean that PhD research. Research doesn't mean that getting PhD. रिसर्च का मतलब ये है कि अपने आप को फाइन ट्यून करना. रिसर्च का मतलब क्या है? अपने आप को कल से बेटर करना. Research means like improve your personality. Research means improving your capabilities, right? So research is going to provide us tools to build knowledge and efficient learning. This is very important. Learning में देखिए teaching learning process is, learning process is very important. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि इवन आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ वन पर्टिकुलर डिग्री, जैसे हम देखते हैं कि हम जब स्टूडेंट के साथ जब इंटरेक्ट करते हैं तो हमें पता चलता है कि यार इवन आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर डिग्री वी कुड नॉट सी एनी एनरिचमेंट इन द स्टूडेंट. ओके, इंडिविजुअल. तो जब एनरिचमेंट नहीं, इसका मतलब क्या है कि लर्निंग कैपेसिटी जो है वो समहाउ इज नॉट एबल टू लर्न. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि research is going to provide you tools to build your knowledge and efficient learning as well. It's going to provide you a means to understand the various issues. मतलब how to understand the issues, how to कैसे समझना है. मान लो कोई प्रॉब्लम आपके सामने है, उसको एनालाइज कैसे करना है, उसको समझ कैसे लेना है, उसको उसके पिटफॉल्स कैसे समझना है. Research is because you will be doing that kind of rigorous exercise while doing research. ये क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? क्योंकि जब लाइफ में, जब आप अभी तो आप स्टूडेंट हो, लेकिन whenever you will be becoming, you will be entering to the real life. Real life मतलब क्या होगा कि जब आप एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन जब आप बनोगे, responsible, it doesn't mean that you are not responsible today. Responsible means what? Like whenever you will be holding some responsibilities, क्योंकि अब तो आप अपने मम्मी डैडी पे डिपेंडेंट हो, लेकिन जब आप इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाओगे, जब people will be looking at you, for decision making processes, then there, your आपकी जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मतलब इश्यूज समझने की अंडरस्टैंडिंग कैपेबिलिटी जो है, उसकी टेस्ट सही मायनों में तब आपको पता चलेगी. Research is going to provide you that opportunity to understand various issues. After 1 minute, it is going to be terminated, so you are requested to rejoin quickly by using the same link. Third one is, it is going to provide you a way to prove lies and support truth. ये भी बड़ा important है हमारे लाइफ में. हम जो गलत लोग हैं उनको हमें गलत कहना, और जो सही लोग हैं उनको सपोर्ट करना, ये पर्सनालिटी बहुत कम लोगों में होती है, क्योंकि we always have a kind of fear to support truth, and we always have a kind of fear to say that ये गलत है. गलत को गलत कहना और सही को सही कहना, इसके लिए भी एक करेज, यू नीड टू बी वेरी करेजियस पर्सन. This research is going to provide you that kind of capabilities to prove lies and